So in Union Cross, during the finale, the Masters and Lushu had an extended version of their cutscene. Did the Masters name the foretellers after the Darkness's sins that were going to be trapped inside of them? Ooh, that's actually a good little theory. I don't dislike that theory. I like that. Hold on. So like, are you saying the Darknesses might represent all 7 of the deadly sins? That could be something. I feel like that could be something for sure. Remember what I said about my age-old battle with darkness? During the course of that conflict, the darkness abandoned their forms and shifted from physical attacks to attacks on the human heart. What were their physical forms beforehand? In doing so, they were able to claim the lives of many of my friends. But it was a double-edged sword. You see, I realized that when they threw away their form, they lost their own will. Oh, I see. That brings us to today. So the darkness we're fighting now has no form. 7 is perfect and lucky and bright. 13 is discordant, unlucky, and a blight. As that saying goes, there were originally 13 founding pieces of darkness. These 13 darknesses commanded, propagating more formless shadows like themselves, and one turned into a whole. The hive mind, right? As their numbers grew, a breed of darkness with form came into being, the heartless, and the collective without a form became individuals, waiting for the... Hold on, wait, let me go back to this one line. As their numbers grew, a breed of darkness with form came into being, the heartless. Okay. And the collective without a form became individuals, waiting for the opportunity to nest within those who possess strong hearts. I see. We cannot defeat the darkness if it remains formless. To make it vulnerable, we need vessels with strong hearts. That's where you guys come in. You don't mean... I know that sounds bad, but hey, it wasn't like I was just training you to become vessels. This here was like a crazy reveal at the time, bro. When make your heart so strong that when darkness took root in them, you wouldn't lose to it. And Luffy's like, you're setting us up to die? Don't forget. This is a battle between human and inhuman. Don't let sentimentality cloud your goal. I wouldn't have entrusted the fate of humanity to you guys if I didn't believe in you. The darkness has 13 main parts, and among them... Oh my god, this one's so fast. The darkness has 13 main parts, and among them are 7 particularly deadly ones. Those are primed for being locked in our hearts. 7 particularly deadly ones. How many of the darknesses are accounted for, by the way, out of the 13? So we have the 7 strongest ones, but there's 13 of those things. So, like, is KH4 just going to be us fighting the weaker ones or something? The darkness that took root within us will be divided and conquered. That's what the Keyblade War is for. So the traitor among the Union leaders, the war, it's all for this purpose. That's right. That passage in the Book of Prophecies is a tool. Negative emotions like suspicion and discord create prime nesting grounds for darkness. Ugh. I needed you all to feel them with all your hearts. As conflicting emotions collide, they become amplified. Thus, the 7 strongest of the 13 darknesses will reside in our hearts. Our hearts? As for the other 6, well, 5 will be locked away in the new Union leaders who will come after we're gone. 5 locked away in the new Union leaders. And 1 will remain trapped in this world, one of them that the player trapped, I think, right? No, the player trapped all of them, I think, right? The 5... I won't let you do that. You cannot sacrifice this much. What did I just say? Don't let sentimentality cloud your goal. Sure, those who lose their hearts to darkness will... Oh my gosh. Sure, those who lose their hearts to darkness will suffer a crueler, more miserable fate. I've seen it happen to so many people I loved, to my friends with my own eyes. But the battle of light and dark isn't a hero's tale. The fundamental dignity of all those who have hearts is at stake. I'm not planning to sacrifice anyone. I'm preparing ways to save them. See, like, the villain right now is the Master. But the true villain of Kingdom Hearts, if we're going off of this cutscene, the true villain of Kingdom Hearts is Darkness, which... yeah, it's Darkness. But I know it's funny. It's always been Darkness. Always has, always will be. But it's like, do you guys think the Master is, like, playing both sides, like on some Emperor Palpatine type of stuff? Or is the Master of Masters the good guy? Like he says here, this seems like a pretty passionate, like, tale, but he's obviously lied. He's played the fool. He's manipulated people before. So with this in mind, do you think KH4 is going to set up the Master as, like, the temporary villain? Like, the same kind of debate Lushu's having here, is that what Sora, the Guardians of Light, that's what they're going to be fighting against? Is the Master going to be manipulative enough to create discourse within the Guardians, which I think will be a really great story, by the way. Imagine a story where we have the Guardians of Light divided into groups, where someone like Aqua, Terra, or maybe like Aqua and Kairi are for the Master's plan, even with all the sacrifice, while someone like Sora and some of these other characters are, no, we can't sacrifice anyone. We can't do this. We have to we have to find another way. And the Master's like, no, I spent lifetimes, thousands, hundreds of years coming up with this plan. I've seen the future. I've seen everything. I've seen all other possibilities. This is it. And Sora's like, no, it's not. Like, what do you got? Like, how is this going to play? This is so interesting. This is so interesting to me. 8 are accounted for if we count the Master of Masters and his apprentices. 12 if we assume that the 4 trapped by players are still there. I don't see how the Master of Masters can be a villain or be the villain. He has no reason to be the villain unless corrupted by the darkness inside of him. I do think he has... I won't say he has no reason to be the villain, because it's a... What's interesting about Kingdom Hearts' story right now is that it's a conversation, like the Union Cross and like the Key Saga is what I love about the Key Saga so much. It's not just light good, darkness bad. I mean, it kind of is, but like it's more nuanced than that. It's a perspective of light good, darkness bad in a completely different way. Like the Master said, this battle isn't a hero's tale. It's about the dignity of those who have hearts. Darkness, light, the dignity of those who have hearts. And I think that, like, the Master could very easily be the villain just based off of the manipulation, just based off the sacrifice, just based off of obviously using all of these people, seeing them as vessels. Does he truly see people like the foretellers, like Lushu, as friends, as disciples, as people he cares about, or just a means to an end? Logic matters, but logic isn't enough to make you a hero. He doesn't care about being the hero, but because of that, is there a better way to go about this? Is there a better way that doesn't require so much sacrifice? Or is he just taking an easier route? It's kind of like, I won't say this is the easy route, but you know what I mean? Like, could he be taking a route that is better? Like, could Sora really just raw dog this and freaking defeat the darknesses himself? Some power the Master doesn't even know about. Quadratum, right? That Quadratum could be the key to all of this. Like a world without light and darkness, quote. He could be the key to all of this. That world could be. Yozora could, like, they might be the missing piece, the missing puzzle. Maybe the Master wants to exterminate the darkness and has another ulterior motive to maybe see how pure light like Ventus or the Princesses of Heart and the True Dandelion interact with each other. It's possible. It isn't truly sacrifice on his part when he set up a situation to prevent any loss. Yeah, we have to see what that situation is, because like part of me almost doesn't believe him on that. Maybe he just said that to Lucian just so he wouldn't lash out, but it's kind of like do you guys believe the Master has a plan to save everyone? Because how many people have already died? You know, this war, the next one. Like, how many timelines of people just died or did like, has this happened because of the Master's plan and stuff? You know what I mean? Yeah, data vessels is definitely a good plan. The foretellers have not been impressive outside Ava. Still can't see their role as anything beyond vessels to hold the seven darknesses. I think they're going to have a major like role in KH4 for sure. I think they're going to be all over KH4. If you enjoyed this clip from my stream, I'm live almost every day on both Twitch and YouTube. Follow the channel on Twitch or subscribe with notifications on so you can be a part of the discussion. Thanks for watching.